Also, I want to talk about the Pope and his, recent talking about what happened with the borders. How he's saying, well, he didn't mention him by name, but he said any presidential candidate who's talking about building a wall. There's only one presidential candidate.
This is the first time I've heard of it. I didn't actually know the Vatican City had a wall around it.
But that's what I was going to get into.
How big is this wall?
You couldn't just climb over the bastard.
Pardon me.
Yeah, I think.
Who built the wall?
It would have been done by It would have been done by the Vatican City. They would have commissioned the wall. But what people have to understand is Rome isn't connected. Let's just start from the top. We'll start from. Instead of just reading out what the topics we're going to do, we'll just start with this, okay? But if you read what's happening over at the moment, Pope's just visiting America. And he's gone back and forth between Mexico and America, and he's saying something along the lines of any presidential candidate, quote unquote Trump, who's talking about building a wall, we should build. As a real Christian, you should be talking about building bridges and not building walls, which on the surface sounds really, really good. Until you look at Vatican City itself, which has fucking a giant ass wall all around its goddamn perimeter.
This is what I mean. This is the first time I've heard of it. And what's the intention of the wall?
Well, obviously to keeping people out.
Is it? Or is it purely decoration to set a border, or
Well, if they wanted to set a, what do you mean setting a border?
Well, every house.
Well, then they don't need a giant brick fence. Dude, this thing is huge. It's just, I'm not talking about a little fucking listen, this makes the wall between Gaza and Israel look like nothing.
Oh, talking that type of wall.
Yeah. I'm not talking about like a little fence. I'm not talking about something like you'd use to keep your dog in.
Not just like
yard.
An ordinary wall, but a great wall.
Yeah, exactly. It's not quite as long, man, but this shit's more fucking tall than the Great Wall.
Well, as we all know, we know how that ended up for the Chinese dynasties.
Yeah, well, Mongols, exactly. And just the hypocrisy of this fucking idiot coming out and saying, "Oh no, we need to build bridges and not build walls." Dude, then tear your own fucking wall down. You
think the Pope's being a bit hypocritical here?
I think he's being very hypocritical when he talks about fucking supporting the Syrian rebels over in Syria. He's talking about ISIS fighters. And he knows exactly what he's doing, man. This guy he's no better of a puppet than Obama and even our cronies down here, Turnbull and all those fuckheads. He's just a little puppet that works for the big fucking banks. And the Vatican is one of the biggest banks in the world.
Just another poster child, huh?
Exactly.
Just the spokesman.
Figurehead, exactly. And he knows. It's no different than... I subscribe to the old Bill Hicks joke. Bill Hicks said, when every time someone becomes president... I'm blastering the whole joke here. But every time someone becomes president, here's what he thinks. He thinks that they get dragged into a room, nice little smoky room surrounded by shadowy figures, and he gets played a tape. And on that tape it has, JFK getting his head blown away. And then after watching the tape, they just turn, any questions, Mr. President? I honestly believe that's exactly how it happens. You want to step outside. Look at what Jesse Ventura says. Jesse Ventura became governor, and then in the first week or 2 weeks of his office, he was called in to a giant CIA meeting. And his first question was, well, one, who are you people? Like, I know you're CIA, but what are your names?
I think you're very naive, Chris, really, to realistically think that every presidential candidate is innocent as lamb.
I never said that.
And then they're dragged into a
No.
room
I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth.
Figures, and they're like given the ultimatum.
Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
I don't know about that.
I didn't fucking say that. I said they
like Trump's or Hillary, decent people in the first place.
No. Everyone has skeletons in their closet, but fucking
one's a liar and one's filthy rich. So,
what does that mean? Like he earned his money.
Yeah, I'm not knocking him for being successful, but it's like looking at a person that hoards. We see it as a problem, but if you look at a person that is overly abundant or overly rich, has got more accumulation of money than what they actually need.
Yeah, but
we don't see that as a hoarding problem.
Yeah,
We don't
because I
see
think
that as
the
a
hoarding
disease.
problem, the hoarding problem comes
We
to when you
glorify
can't move
the
in
fact
somebody's house
people
because
get
they've got
richer
hundreds of
and
newspapers. That's a
richer.
hoarding problem.
I'm not saying like it's not bad to be successful, but it's also, I don't know.
Listen,
I
the
think
way
there's a moral
I look at
principle
the
in
way
there
I look
somewhere.
at it is that if you look at politicians like NASCAR drivers, they're all getting around with fucking giant fucking suits with Goldman Sachs, fucking JP Morgan, fucking this bank, that bank. It's all over their things. The only thing that's on Trump's thing is Trump. You know what I mean? That dude would not have someone else's brand on his fucking... that's what I like about Trump. Love him or hate him, like you don't agree with whatever he has to say about immigrations and stuff like that.
Well, yeah,
But a lot of what
apparently
he
all
says
his
has been spun.
campaigning and all that, it's coming out of his own pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So he intends to win. I don't know anybody who would spend the millions of dollars in intention to lose, because the initial thought that he was just a figurehead that they were putting up there and they were going to quickly pull him up. But then Hillary goes after him saying he's a sexist, and then he just turns around and he's like, "I'm a sexist. You're the one that covered up for all your rape, all your husband's rape charges, all those times that you got signed out of court and somebody got a paycheck and nobody ever went to jail." There are cases where Bill Clinton would go up to women, say, "Hey, can I talk to you in the back office here?" This is my bad, poor Bill Clinton impression. But he'd say, "Can I talk to you at the back here?" And they'd lead him out the back, and then you know what that motherfucker would do? He would do. I haven't dropped my accent. That fucking prick would then bite down. Now listen to me. This is serious. He would bite down on that woman's lip and say he would bite off their lip unless they fucked him. And that is number one, fucking things that rapists do. Go across the board. That's one tactic that they have. That they'll either hold a knife at them or a gun at them, or if they have neither, then they'll bite down on their earlobe or the nose or.
I'd say that's cannibalistic tendencies, but
it's what no, it's a
I'm
threat.
no psychiatrist.
No.
either.
It's apparently what psychiatrists say that fucking rapists do to their victims in order to get like that bit of a power. Because even raping, they get certain fucking aspects of power from that. But then this is another form of power that they get from attacking a woman to making her feel completely helpless. By putting her under the fact that if you don't do what I'm about to say, you're going to lose your lip, you're going to lose your nose, you're going to lose your earlobe at one bite. And I think it's like 10,000 tons of pressure. Can you look that up for me, Rankin, what that is? Oh, I've got your phone.
To be quite honest, when
Never mind.
someone, especially like Bill Clinton, is found out to be a blatant fucking liar.
Yeah. Well, he's not just a liar. He's a fucking
But
rapist.
what really
he's a fucking,
amuses me
he's a
is
dirty
these
scumbag,
people-
and this fucking bitch covers
No,
for him.
Listen, what amuses me is these people continue to try and live their character personas as if they've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And then, like, I remember watching a thing that Hillary was doing, and Clinton was there, and she got heckled by someone in the audience.
Yep.
And or Clinton was, I can't quite remember, but one of them was heckled, and basically Clinton stood there and tried to take the higher ground, and basically say that they were honest people and they did not lie, and
Oh yeah.
that was just
There's a video online
bullshit.
right now. There's a video online
it
right
just
now, and she's
amuses
just
me
like-
that these people still try and stay in the media light, and especially it's common sense.
Yeah,
They're both liars.
Yeah, a video came out today with it's a Hillary Clinton interview. Hang on. But and
We're
they're
only gonna
asking
get
her
much
if
of
she's
the
a liar.
same.
But no, they're asking if she's a liar and all this shit. And you know what she's saying? I try never to lie. I try not to lie. And the guy's like, well, you know how they're going to spin that. Can you just say yes or no? And she's like, by my information, I have never lied to the American people. That's not, I've tried not to lie to the American people. It's like, that's not answering the question. You know what I mean? It's not a hard question. Have you ever lied deliberately to the people? Yes or fucking no.
These people make Pinocchio look insignificant.
Oh, dude, if they were fucking Pinocchio, man, they wouldn't be able to enter a room.
That they spout. It just amuses me. It actually shocks me that they're still in the public eye. They're still trying. carry themselves like nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Like they're these professional people, and really they're not. They're just, they're just shills.
Yeah. But then you go. That's
but
the
people
whole
still
point.
give
That's
them
the whole
these
point.
platforms to stand on and
Because people are
promote
fucking
their
idiots,
shit.
man. Because they believe that the mainstream, like the idea that we're attacking Hillary right now, I guarantee there'll be probably someone watching this podcast saying, "Oh, they're only saying that because they're chauvinistic fucking males."
We are.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker. No, but you know what I mean. They always try and label you unless you're a fucking. You got to be something. You can't be just, oh no, it's like you got to be left or right. You can't be in the middle.
Call me
Bullshit.
stuck in my ways, call me old school, call me an old geezer. I don't really care, but once you lie and lie constantly and proven to be a liar, you sort of just lose credibility with me.
Well, that's exactly right.
And I'm surprised they don't lose credibility with everyone.
Because I don't think people have a long-term memory, especially when it comes to the general public. As in, the populace don't have a long-term memory.
But we're talking about human beings. We're not talking about goldfish. So
you would think they do, but they're too distracted by Kim Kardashian, and they're too distracted by fucking Kanye West, who likes to have his arsehole licked. Yeah, just recently came out by an ex-girlfriend that he likes to have his arsehole licked out.
gay fish.
Yeah, gay fish,
Fish
definitely.
sticks.
Yeah.
Fish sticks.
Yeah, I fucking pissed myself laughing because he did it on Twitter. The bitch did it on Twitter. I know I don't want to get off on Kanye West, but come on, guys. You want to get out there and you want to follow Kim Kardashian and rah, but you have no clue what's happening over in Syria at the moment. You have no clue on what the fuck's going on in the world. But you want to fucking go out there and you want to talk about Kim Kardashian. You want to about Kanye fucking West. Fuck those fucking assholes. Kanye West reckons he's the best rock star in the world. Really?
I've heard this before. I'm sure everyone's heard this before.
Jesus Christ, he's a fuck. Anyway, to get off, I don't want to get on to him, but fucking people would prefer to fucking talk about some. We'd probably get more hits if we sat here all day talking about fucking Kim Kardashian and shit. We'd probably get more fucking, oh, could I know what you're talking about?
I don't know, you sort of... Myself, I'm not interested in whatsoever. I'm not interested in really any celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, it's not one of my things. Like,
No.
Following the trendy stuff or the trendy celebrities.
When I was young, I used to watch E.T.
I was
That
saying,
entertainment
maybe
tonight.
young 15-year-old girls love it, but I certainly...
Yeah.
I'd
But
rather
no.
play some Xbox or watch some car racing or something like that.
I'd prefer to watch a documentary, man. I have some bad flaws. My bad flaws are when it comes to certain entertainment, specifically like comic book related, man. I can't help myself, I just I'd eat it up like the Arrow shows, the Flash shows, I love that. But then at the end of the day, I can't. It's not like I sit there all day, every day watching this shit. You couldn't. You have to spread yourself out, man. You have to go out and you have to read some books. People don't even read books anymore. They're fucking sitting down and they'd rather hear some talking head who's saying the exact same thing that 900 others are saying. What's this?
So what are our main points?
Well, the main points were
Some
simply
people
that
are stupid, and they're giving these stupid people a pedestal to continue their stupidness.
But they believe that these people aren't stupid. Is the whole stupidity in it? They don't believe. They believe that these fucking.
I think we're gonna have to edit this one a fair bit.
Why? Anyway, okay. So, just recently it's come out that she was doing a big talk in front of all these people, and she started coughing furiously. She couldn't even get her speech out, and by the time she finished coughing, she
I
started
don't even want to
sounding
talk
like
about
this.
these people. Just
I just
talking about it gives them credibility.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't want to give them any ounce of credibility because they're
I don't think
scum.
I don't
They're
think
liars.
strictly
Like,
talking about them gives them any sense of credibility. I don't see how that works. If you're going after someone and you say you don't agree with someone, then I don't think that gives them any sense of credibility. I think that just simply says that you don't agree with them. And I don't agree with them. I think, and that's what we're saying, they're sheer puppets. And any fucking person who would rather fucking spend their time listening to Kanye West and fucking all that shit, they're just brain dead morons. And you shouldn't be watching this. We don't want you. Go away. That's who I'm talking to. You know, I'd rather...
He's right. We don't want you as a fan.
But anyway, what I wanted to get... The reason we started talking about this, the witch Hillary Clinton, or the Killary, I like to call her, because I came up with that, I think. I think I came up with that. Hope I came up with that. Anyway,
You
it
probably
says
copied
at
it off
least
someone else
more
like
than
you
likely.
usually do.
More than likely. Oh, fuck you. Anyway,
So,
at least
that
17.
sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll use that.
What's wrong with that? People do it all the time. You know what I mean?
Surprised you haven't been sued yet.
Yeah, well, anyway, at least 1,730 Clinton emails contain classified material. State Department says none was marked classified during Clinton's tenure as Secretary of State. 64 of the newly released emails contain classified information. Listen, that's she can go to jail for that. You know what I mean? They were backed up on a private server. For people who don't know what's going on, her emails were backed up on a private server, which means that anybody had access to them. Anybody could easily enough just hack that server and get access to information, classified information. And what was that? There was a general that just recently went to jail for the very similar fucking thing. But I don't think you're going to see the fucking Clintons going to jail for this shit. You know what I mean?
I think we've already covered that.
She's a cow.
A fucking liar.
Yeah. But as I was saying before, there was that interview and she was just like, I don't think I've ever lied.
If it's confronted, if she's confronted with it, of course she's
Here it
going
goes.
to lie through her teeth.
At least 1,730 emails that Hillary Clinton sent or received contain classified material, according to the State Department's latest update from the ongoing review of more than 30,000 emails. The State Department...
It's interesting to know what the content was about.
Yeah, but the idea, because they're classified, that they wouldn't be able to release that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The State Department released a new batch of 1,116 pages of Clinton emails Friday evening in response to a court order. Of these, 64 contain classified information.
Could someone hit her up with the Freedom of Information Act?
What do you mean? Don't move away from the mic. You always move away from the mic. You right?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, anyway. Freedom of Information Act.
When they're like something.
But they have to be 30 to 40 years old for that to fall under that. If I remember correctly. When it came to the church hearings and stuff like that, that's one of the main things that was, Anyway, and if you don't know about the church hearings, it's when they uncovered a bunch of stuff all about the MK Ultra experiments and, testing LSD to everything from LSD to large quantities of alcohol in order to sort of brainwash people. But what happened was a lot of the classified stuff, when they were ordered to bring it up, they were disposed of. Oh, when were they disposed of? Oh, just recently. So just when the church hearing wanted to hear about it, all these files just happened to get thrown away completely by accident. They ended up in the shredder. Not our fucking fault. Yeah, bullshit, you fucking lying cunt. That's what you have to understand, folks, is that all the politicians do is lie. That's all they fucking do. That's all they're qualified in doing is bullshitting you. And this fucking second you start believing it, you're as gullible as those fucking Hillary supporters who fucking think that just because she's a woman, she'll do a good job. Yeah, right. That bitch couldn't even keep her own fucking husband in line. Do you really think that she's going to be able to keep a whole country in line? I think you have a personal vendetta. Hey?
I think you have a personal vendetta.
I just don't like her, man. I really, really just don't like her. And it's not because she's a woman. It's because she fucking covered up all these rape scandals. All these poor, innocent women who were fucking, traumatized by this evil fucking dictator. And I'm going to call him that because fucking all, the evidence in the fucking pudding. Then it just makes me so fucking angry that, what she did to fucking people. You know what I mean? These fucking poor women who were fucking raped by this fucking monster. Anyway, getting off the fucking cunt.